noches. It's Friday Fenndango with a Gypsy's Kiss, and I'm Shelley Carney.
Buenas noches, and I'm Toby Younis. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have a lot of things planned for you, including some emails, some text messages. We're going to talk about giveaways, and we've got a new announcement to make for you regarding our future. And perhaps even yours. Friday Fenndango es muy caliente. Uh-oh! Oops, wrong one.
What do you need a Friday night video?
I don't need a Friday night video.
You don't need a Friday night video?
No. Well, let's see. Where do you want to start? So we start with housekeeping. That's where we need to start.
Okie dokie.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
You want towels? You don't get towels, baby. Stick with us.
Towels for everyone.
Muy caliente towels. Towels that are muy caliente. Hey, don't forget, before the end of the evening, please take a moment to like our video. YouTube likes it when you like our video, and other YouTubers apparently like it when you like our video. So thank you for that, other YouTubers. Share this video with your family, your friends, your neighbors, your business associates, and the entirety of your social networks so that we can
grow the channel,
because we want to do that. In addition to that, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel if you're not already a subscriber. That way, when we start a live stream or when we schedule a live stream, you'll be immediately informed and
in the know.
Also, you can see that William Hada and Jim Sisk have highlighted, have used the @ a Gypsy's Kiss. For us, when we see that, it highlights the comment, and we can see the comment on those flashing in front of us. And that way, you have a question, we can get to that quickly. If you don't do that, then it goes by like all the other comments, so we don't necessarily get to see it. And then, of course, if you'd like to contribute to our project, you're welcome to use the stylized but grayed out $sign at the bottom of your chat window. That'll lead you through the process of Super Chat, which is a feature YouTube provides for YouTube channels like ours. So in case our viewers would like to, again, contribute to the project. That's how we do that.
Or you can donate at PayPal.
Or that's right. Or if you want to save us the 30% that YouTube takes off the top, you can go to paypal.me/a Gypsy's Kiss and make a donation there, and we get 90.
And that's it up there, 90, or you can find it in the description box below.
98.9% of that. PayPal doesn't take any money, not like YouTube.
And don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications whenever we go live, post a new video, or a notification of a pending live video.
And that way you'll be
in the know.
Yeah, we did that already.
Oh, I missed the bell.
Well, you may have not the bell, but you did the in the know.
In the know.
Okay, so let's start with a couple of announcements. Announcement number one. I was going to take a picture of this. It's so beautiful. So this is, over here. This is
Here's the
2019 Silver Searcher coin numbered 32032, in between the good and the luck. Christy and Mike sent us one of these to give away to our viewers. So we're going to give it away. Here's how we're going to give it away. Tomorrow night, we are going to be guests on Christy and Mike's marathon on the Kyle Lazar's YouTube channel. We'll be on from normal time, 7 to 9 p.m. I'm sorry, 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And during that show, we're going to give this coin away. Here's what you do to qualify. You go to last Wednesday's video, not tonight's video, last Wednesday's video, and you make a comment. That's all you have to do. We would like it if you made a nice comment, but it doesn't bother us if you have a criticism to make. What counts is that you make a comment. We will give this coin away to one of those commenters last Wednesday's show. That is the Hump Day Hoedown of September 25th. And we'll give away this coin to one of those commenters using commentpicker.com. Okay?
Yep.
Did I make that clear enough?
Yeah.
Now, actually, I'm not going to say this. I'll say this tomorrow night. That also qualifies you for some other winnings. But if you want a chance at this coin, you can't win it if you don't play the game. You got to
All
play
you
the
got to
game.
do is comment.
Just comment. How hard is
it? It's a no-brainer.
You
On
can
Wednesday's
somebody
video.
somebody put an asterisk. That's all you have to do. Just make sure you're in there. Let me see how many comments we have as of this point. Hold on.
We don't want to hold on. Let's do this.
Guess what?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Give me some cowbell, baby. Thank you. Oh, got it on YouTube. All right. So let me see how many comments we have on the show.
We don't get to pick, Hooli. It's the comment picker.
It's comment picker.
We don't get to choose.
We don't get to choose.
Because we
Commentpicker.com.
would pick you
Okay,
every time,
so
and that wouldn't be fair to anybody
There
else.
are 170 comments. Now, some of those are mine. So the weekend before when we chose, there were 177 comments, and when we did the count, there were 102 because a lot of them were my comments. So
Some
it
of
only
them
counts one of mine.
Some of them are people
Right.
saying two things.
Right. So there are 170 comments out there right now. Last Wednesday's show, it's entitled Forrest Fenn Hump Day Hoedown 2019 0925.
Hello to Rick Kramer and Aaron Mastriani in my Facebook room.
Pax Vobiscum. Okay, so that's the coin. Second announcement. On Tuesday at 1 p.m., we will be releasing a pre-recorded video describing our new Patreon account.
When?
Tuesday, October 1st. What did I say?
No, I missed it.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking other thoughts.
Put attention, you fellow. You got a brother Abden sick.
So Tuesday,
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
We'll be releasing a video describing our new Patreon account, and you'll see the impact of us starting that Patreon account on Wednesday night's show. Mm-hmm. Okay? So if you want to become a member, just follow the instructions in the video, and you can become a member of our Patreon account. We'll be doing a lot more content on the Patreon account. Yes. We'll be doing a lot of really interesting things, including content. But you have to watch the video on Tuesday to get more info.
See.
Okay? Chroma Key says, Toby, you just called Shelley baby. Ooh. Well, you know what? I call all my daughters baby. Sometimes I call them baby doll, and sometimes I call her baby doll. So,
and I'm okay with it.
And she's okay with that.
And Kevin's okay with it. He did it on vacation, too.
You know what she calls me?
Old man.
Old man, Toby, the Tobster, Toblerone. Yeah.
I don't think I've called you Toblerone.
No, I don't think I have either.
That would be a good one, though. I'll have to remember it.
So let's do some emails, and then we'll get to text messages. If you want to reach out to us, other than in the chat room or using the super chat, you can also send a text message to the number right below us here.
866-597-9901.
And you can send a text message there, which pops up right in front of me. Please include your first name and the state from which you're texting. In addition to that, if you'd like to leave us a voicemail before we open the phone lines and you'd like us to play that voicemail, you can call that same number and you'll get a voicemail of up to 2 minutes. You'll be surprised how much information you can squeeze into 2 minutes. So, and that's another way to reach out to us, because we'll read those text messages and play those voicemails before we open up the phone lines tonight. Okay. So, last Wednesday we didn't have any calls, so we just kind of.
Wayne Ross says.
What is Wayne Ross?
Rio
de los Pinos. What are we drinking here? I forgot.
Spiked seltzer.
Cranberry spiked seltzer. Paladin, you do not need to watch us live tomorrow to win. You simply need to make a comment in last Wednesday's show. And then we'll make the announcement. We'll continue, because what you're going to have to do if you win, if you're announced as the winner, you'll have to send us an email with your stale mail address so that we can send you the package. Oh, by the way, the bear is officially gone. It was won last week by Long Way to Tipperary. Turns out that Long Way to Tipperary is a female and wanted the bear. And she has sent me her address, and I will be shipping that out to her tomorrow.
That means
so the
we
bear's
still
gone.
have 2 Yellowstone coins available.
Right. So next Wednesday, and
giveaways.
we'll talk more about this so it's not confusing. Next Wednesday, you're going for either a Yellowstone gold it's not gold, whatever, yellow plated coin
Yellow plated.
or I meant this
Yellowstone
polished
plated.
yellow painted coin.
Pretty yellow coin.
It's a
Shiny,
pretty yellow. It's a beautiful coin.
It's a shiny pretty.
And either that or the bear spray, the fresh can of bear spray, unused can of bear spray. Okay, so no, you don't have to watch tomorrow's show to win. The only thing that you have to do to get a chance to win is you've got to put a comment in last Wednesday's show.
Try
all right?
a little cut. When are you going to draw for it, though? Are you drawing during the show tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. During the show tomorrow, sometime during the show.
So
Maybe
what
when we first start.
what we'll start doing is, if you win, we're going to reply on that comment that you've won. So then you'll know.
Right.
So you don't have to watch the show to know it, because you'll get like a little reminder or email or whatever.
You'll get a
That'll
comment
tell you.
saying, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Well, that'll tell you have a comment or you have an answer to your comment. So then you'll go look at it and then you'll see.
Yeah.
It says, congratulations, you win.
No, it'll say, congratulations, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Or something to that.
Signed, the Tobster,
Yeah.
which is what Shelley calls me.
Toblerone.
Which is what the baby doll calls me. Okay, is this... Oh, yeah. Ready for me emails?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to read this
Are
one.
you going to play a video?
You betcha.
Yeah, you betcha.
betcha. Juno says hi. Do you know who it is? Okay, so this is the best email ever. So it's entitled Forward Email from FWP.mt.gov. You know who FWP is? That's the Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Department .mtmontana.gov. So here's what happened. This Joe Stevens, who's just tenacious, he wrote the, let's see, who did he address it to? Oh, it's addressed to FWP. So this is the fishing FWP. So FWP stands for Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. That's their department. Like in New Mexico, we have two separate departments. One is Parks, and the other is Fish and Game. Right. So, but in Montana, they do Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. So there is a sub-department of that called FWP Fishing. So he wrote FWP FSH at montana.mt.gov and has a phone number. And he wrote to them and he said, do you have, this is tenacity, this is what I love about this. He writes to them and he says, do you have a fishing map that would be an updated map from 2008? Can one be purchased if you do, right? Because I mentioned that I saw this map. And by the way, I probably should correct this. Shelley corrected me after the show. It wasn't 2008, it was 2005.
Sorry for the confusion. I don't think it makes any difference.
So, he gets a message back, and the woman's name is Kim, how would you pronounce that?
Weddy?
Kim Weddy. It's spelled, she's an administrative assistant with the Fisheries Division of the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. This gives her an address, phone number in case you want to call her, right? And she says, good afternoon. Are you looking for a map that shows fishing access sites? All right. And Joe writes back and he says, yes, I think it's named Montana Fishing Map. Thank you so much, Joe Stevens. She writes back, and she actually sends him, and I have the PDF file. I'm going to share that with you right now. She says, hi, Joe. I hope this is what you are looking for. Out of curiosity, we've had several inquiries for this map. Is there a particular reason so many are looking for it? So you guys are bugging the Montana Fish and Wildlife and Parks Department to get the map that I saw on a wall in Yellowstone. So I don't see an answer. I don't think he's answered her. But someone else mentioned to us that people had also been calling the fishing stores. You guys are tenacious, man. You get your teeth hooked into something, or what do you call it? Teeth. You get your teeth into something and you don't give up, man. All right. So anyway, this lady sent him, and what it looks like. So this does not. I will say, although there are similarities in some of the images, this is not what I saw. What she sent him, and I'm gonna hang on. I've got to close this window.
It says we have a random echo
Random echo.
feature pop up.
Random echo. There it is, right there. Let me turn that off and see what happens. Random echo. Random echo. How's that? Tell us if it's still there. I think I've got that fixed. We just had another update from OBS, so they're being a pain. Okay, screenshot. Screenshot right there. All right. So this is what she sent him. Now, there's no date on it, but I noticed that on each of, there's page numbers, right? So see right there, it says page number 24. Okay. And it divides the state up.
Hi, honey.
It's, hi, honey.
There.
Kevin's in the room. It divides the state up into several districts, but there are several pages. So she sent him a PDF file with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's the last one. No, 13, 14. So this is literally every 15, every one of the districts, fishing districts. I'm not going to count it, right? I'm just going to, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload this to my Google account, my Google account, and then I'll post the link in the community page, on the community page, all right? And that way, if you guys want copy. Here's what I can tell you about the map that I saw. It was not in pages. It was one large map, and it included something similar to this. And it was this part, the Madison River part, that
West Guide says that's straight out of the regs booklet, right
Yeah.
up your alley.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the information that I saw is probably also someplace on this map. This is not the map that I saw that day. The map that I saw on the wall was a big single map with similar information, but it didn't have this kind of detail. This actually has a lot more detail. So that's what I figured when I saw it west. That's what I thought. It looks like it came out of their fishing map or their fishing regs. So, but what I will do, and there's no date on it. There's no indication that this was published in 2008. It looks like the current fishing regs. So, but the map part of them, let's see, how do I say this? On this, there is a page that was very similar to something that I saw on the map that I told you about. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload this to my, so you can watch me do this. I'm going to upload this to my Google Drive. And then I'm going to put that link, file upload, desktop, where is he? Okay, so it's that map right there. 6.62 megabytes. So it's going to take a second to upload. I'm going to play some background music here.
Just talk.
Okay, it's officially uploaded. Let me refresh the page so I can see where it is. And just follow along. Okay, so there's the map. Pop it open, and we're going to share it. We're going to share, and we're going to put that link, a shareable link, right there. Copy. And we're going to make that can view, let's see, anyone with a link can comment. We don't want to edit. You'll be able to download it. Okay, so I'm going to take that link, and then we're going to go to our community page. And I'm going to put that link right here on our community page. Okay? And I'm going to call it
community page,
the
just go to our
Fish
main page and click on the community tab.
Game. Let's see. I'm going to say Montana. Tony Montana. Say hello to your little friend.
Squirrel.
Montana Fish, Game, and Parks Department Fishing Map. Okay, and I'm going to put the link right there. Link is there. So it says, and you click on that link and you can download it to your desktop. So now you have the information that Joe got. And he worked hard to get it. So there. Voila. So, Joe, thank you for that kind of persistence and tenacity. I am impressed by it, and I hope you don't mind if I share that with the rest of the community. All right?
Oh, my turn? Why are there 2 pages?
Because he wrote a follow-up message.
Oh, okay.
And I got a picture, so I'm going to go
This
to screen
is
while you're reading it.
Titled An Alternate Source for Fenn's Blaze from William Hada. Hi, Toby and Shelley. This week I have been thinking about the Fenn Treasure search in regard to the significance of the double omegas. The Toltec Tunnel, of course, fits nicely in that its 2 ends are omega-shaped. My thoughts then shifted to the Arrowhead Arch, located right near it. I then wondered if it was possible that sunlight at sunrise projected through the Toltec Tunnel could be the source of a blaze appearing nearby the beginning of Toltec Gorge.
Ooh.
I looked at it in Google Earth, and I was surprised to find that it looked like a reasonable spot for the treasure location. I have attached a labeled Google Earth image where the blaze would appear. Here's a crazy thought. If one stood at the eastern tunnel entrance and shone a laser through the tunnel to the western tunnel exit, the laser beam might mark where Fenn's hidey spot is.
Wow.
Hi again, Toby and Shelley. I forgot to mention in the first email that the Toltec tunnel's length is 366 feet. Interesting set of numbers.
3s and 6s. So the question, William, the question that is that William Hada? Mm-hmm. So the question I have for you, William, is, so this is damned interesting to me, because it looks like that the point, if that were true, if you were to shine a laser through the tunnel, it looks like it's above the most difficult parts of the gorge. But the question I have for you, is it possible, you know what, and the effect would it be? So one of the things that you have to be worried about when you consider the sun as a possible is dispersion, right? The longer the distance. So the reason that sun symbol in Chaco Canyon works is that the thing that makes the sunlight is 3 feet away from it. The further you get away, the more the light, the photons are dispersed. So it doesn't make a shadow like that. It doesn't make a hard shadow. But if you were to transmit that light through the tunnel, it's effectively like a pinhole camera. It would make a pinhole-sized, a tunnel-sized mark on the far side.
How would you even get there?
Here?
Yeah.
Or here?
To the hidey spot.
The hidey spot is above the gorge. That area that he's pointing.
It's on a cliffside.
No. That's in the area. You saw it, the blaze. You'd be looking up, and the blaze would there. Now you look down. You're on the canyon water, practically.
Well, how are you going to get through the canyon?
I don't think that's in the canyon. I think that area. Look at this flat part right here. I think that's above the canyon. Anyway, so William, the question I have for you now is, exactly what day of the year and what time would you conclude that the sun would make that direct transaction through that tunnel. Because I like your theory. I think it's a hell of a theory. The question is, can you substantiate that? And it could be 2009. The difference between the sun's position in 2009 and next season, 2020, isn't going to be significantly different. We're talking 4 minutes change a year, right? It's not like waiting 300 years when it really is going to change. See, there's Usher Station right there.
Oh, sure.
Right there, Usher. So the question I have for you, William, is what day and time would the sun be in the correct position to turn the Toltec tunnel into that pinhole camera that you suggest? Because I think that's a damned interesting theory.
Well, Jorg says
And
that was our solve last year. Nothing.
Nothing? He didn't wait for it? Jorg? Okay. Cool. Wow, 2 cool messages to kick off the night. We are blessed.
Okay. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Let's see. JJMIV missed comment. Excuse me. Rio de los Pinos. Let's go back to full screen here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay. Oh, world famous gamers in the room. Love ya. Love y'all. JJMIV missed comment entry. This is from James Millett. Hiya, was wondering if there was a way to enter the comment thing for the searcher coin number 34 is it. Anyhow, let me know. Thanks. PS. Was on the Madison Banks today since I didn't find it on my birthday. Oh, it's there. I'm telling you. So
You just
as we
said it
said,
was here.
I know, but James, the only thing that you have to do is make a comment on the show night before last, Wednesday, September 25th. Make a comment there, and you'll be entered for a chance to win coin number. It's actually 032, not 034.
Okay.
Okay.
This is called 9 Clues from Steve Klein. Do you think there is a connection with the 9 clues in the poem and 9 books Forrest has wrote? Thanks for your time.
Fenn has written more than 9 books.
So
I think the total
your
is-
answer is no?
The answer is no, because he's written more than 9 books in total.
I don't think so either.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Because he wrote a lot of those books for different reasons, and a lot of it was promotional.
Right. He wasn't writing them with the chest in mind. Well, so that I think there's 2 things. Number 1, Steve, he wrote more than 9 books. Number 2 is the majority of those books, other than The Thrill of the Chase, were written with some completely different objective in mind. So I would find it hard to be able to tie something in each one of those books. In addition to that, then you have to buy the books. Blah blah blah. I don't think there's a connection. Sorry. I don't think. That doesn't mean there isn't. Okay, just because I don't think there's a
But
connection.
that's not what he asked.
Right.
He asked our opinion.
Our opinion.
Our
Yeah.
opinion is no.
No. This is from Beans from M.W. Melton, 1222. He said, Toby sent you a commercial on Bush's Baked Beans. I believe they are a Tennessee-based company. The tagline was always, roll that beautiful bean footage. Don't know if they are marketed in your part of the country, just so you know. Mike.
Ah,
That's what that lady was talking about.
bean thing.
The bean thing. Okay, so roll the bitty. Thank you, Mike.
We didn't get it. Sorry.
I had no idea what she was talking about. I thought she was referring
was
to...
not in our vocabulary.
Right. I thought she was referring to like Mr. Bean, something in the music that made it sound like Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean. Is this Die Schnabel?
Is that Parker Schnabel's big brother?
Of course. The map Toby saw in Montana. What do you think?
Oh.
Thanks, Dave.
Did he send me a map too? What's the name of the map?
Central
That's the same
District.
map. So he got it. Dave got the same map that Steve did.
That's 2 different people?
Yeah. Hang on. What did I do with that? I didn't realize. What's his name again?
Dave Schnabel. Schnabel.
Schnabel. Okay, so Dave, that's the same map that I just showed that I made available for download. And that's the same map from, did you write this poorly? No wonder the lady is going, I'm getting lots of comments here, questions about this map. What's going on? It is the same map that I showed a while ago. It is not the same map that I saw in the fishing store. So I don't know what, I can't tell you. I don't know what the map that I saw in the fish, I know it was Department of Fish, Game, and Parks, but. Okay, this is not treasure related from Jeff Yellick. He says, like your idea of taking high definition pics of your fishing flies, you might want to have the flies on an aspen leaf for fall color to really dress up your photos. Keep up the search. Well, thank you, Jeff. That was very thoughtful.
Did he send us leaves?
No, because we don't have any fall leaves yet, do we? It's not showing up yet.
They're coming.
We're going to have a late fall.
Yeah, well.
Okay, this is from
okay.
Long Way to Tipperary, who informed us that it's her.
Our winner.
And gave me her address.
Asking for her chicken dinner.
So she's in Georgia, which is all I can tell you. And I will put that right there so I can send it out tomorrow while I'm running my errands.
All right.
Running my errands.
And that's the end of our show.
And that's the end of our show. Let's go.
Or maybe it's just the end of the emails. We have texts.
Okay. Well, no. Let's
just say
say
hi
hi
to
to the people in the room.
All right.
You start from the top. I'll start
Play
from the
the
bottom.
hi
Answer
video.
questions.
Hi, people video.
Hi, chat room. That's it all. Hang on. I've got to play that song again. Just give me.
Oh, but
give
I'm
me-
going to
give me-
sing along this time.
Let me go to because now it's not playing that music. It's playing us.
Uh-oh. Didn't play it?
I don't know. Did you guys hear the music? So one of those nights. Damn it! I hate every time OBS does an update. What music was that? The chat room. Okay, that was loud. Okay, don't know.
I got sunshine.
You know what, K-Pro? I am techie. I'm so techie that we started a new channel doing reviews.
How about if we put us up on the screen, Mr. Techie?
Oh, excuse me. Your baby doll and I'm Mr. Techie, huh? Okay, I know where we come from. All right, so take it from the top. I'll take it from the
I
bottom.
got
See if there's any questions.
708.
Yeah, that's
Captain Marvel in the room.
Captain Marvel.
And
Captain
M-
Marvel's a girl?
Yes.
Who knew?
She did.
Well, Captain Marvel wasn't a girl when I was growing up. My Captain
Was
Marvel.
there a Captain Marvel when you were growing up?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Question from World Famous Gamer. I have a very good question
Why
for
should it
y'all,
be a
if I may.
female?
Ask the question, WFG. I'll try to answer it. Go ahead.
Captain Marvel, M.A. Hammock, Evan Penn, K Pro, Chroma Key, AJ Rainville, Hooley, Wayne Ross, Tracy Evolution of Self, More.
More,
Sounds like Mitzi.
more like in Thomas More or
Like
just
in Mitzi
more?
Okay. Tracy,
Tracy.
thanks for being here. Renegade Merc 6, word. Paladin. Do we have to watch you live tomorrow to win? Oh, we already
We answered that already. Paladin, did you go make a comment?
Ron Leak. 3D Bronze. Christine Kenzie. Anyone seen Diggin' Gypsy?
You know what? I don't recall Diggin' Gypsy ever coming into our room.
No. At least not.
Wayne Ross says, at
Under that
Gypsy's
name.
Kiss, who was it that thought that it would happen on the autumnal equinox? I thought I thought that there might be a solar event that took place on the autumnal equinox to qualify as the blaze, but I don't know that anybody had a solution, a theory based on the autumnal equinox.
And AJ Rainville. Belva Jenkins from Chattanooga.
Samuel Smith claims that I'm terribly corrupting the word tenacity.
Lika Lee. Tobe Spartacus.
Spartacus.
I think she was trying to make your name kind of Greekish sounding.
West Guy TAS says they don't want what Joe has, they want what you have. I don't have anything. Well, that's not quite true. I have a phone picture of it because that was the only way I could.
Lika Lee, Chroma Key, Lee, Samuel Smith, Da Bear. Da Bear says
I don't know what's going on.
no, because the bear's been given away. Do you know who it is? William Hada. Tony Rusi.
I just got to read. I don't know what Denise.
I wish I could see the rest of the combination. Denise Bagley says, @ Craig Carter. Truth is, we already named our fake/treasure Baby Toby. Since Baby came up, I thought I'd ask how else can we conceal the chest? Should I buy a bottle for better effect? I wish I knew what that conversation was all about.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Electric Polyville. 3D Bronze.
Christine Kenzie shouts, a Gypsy's Kiss. I think I have that map in my Forrest Fenn map files. Well, now everybody else does too, Christine, because I just put it on our community page.
We get William. Samuel Smith says, how many comments would a comment picker pick if a comment picker could pick comments?
It eliminates all the duplicates and then picks the winner from the individual ones, the unique ones.
Craig Carter.
It's very tenacious when it comes to comments.
B. Cross. Kevin Carney.
Yeah, Westguide says, Tobes, that's straight out of the regs booklet, that map, right up your alley. Indeed it is. It fits kind of with my strategies.
Vicky McMillan. So where do we get a stuffed bear? Toy store?
No, you can buy...
Amazon?
No, you can buy that particular stuffed bear at the Yellowstone.
I don't know if you can get them online or not.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yellowstone Forever support group?
Yeah, the Yellowstone Forever support group, because that's who gave it to me.
Yeah.
When I became a member.
Yeah.
That's what they gave me.
Yep. We had a choice between that and a hat and a...
It's you can find it at www.wildrepublic.com. It's a Danish company.
We should just buy a bunch of bears and put little AGK things on them and sell them.
You think? Little AGK things on his
People were
butt?
more excited about that than anything else. Little
Is it
AGK
cute?
T-shirts.
When my daughter Ryan, who is now, how old is Ryan? 30?
I don't know. She's your kid.
30-something, has several children. But when she was a baby,
3.
let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right. Well, that's several, right? Isn't several more
guess
than
so.
one?
It's
But
a
not.
few.
Yeah. She used to call him a bio. We'd go to the zoo in Washington, and she would want to see the panda bios. So that's always stuck in me.
And we have Jim Sisk. Okay. LR.
Jim says Kevin Carney.
West Guide TAS. Oh, I think you already said. We both said that already. The sassy. Odin is here. Hey, Odin. Haven't seen you in a while.
Odin. Where's to North?
Odin is in Ireland.
Oh.
To North, as far as we
don't know.
knew, lived in
It's
California.
right?
So I don't think he knows where he is. Tony Rusi.
K-Pro, did you correct your schedule from today? The marathon schedule? Because it said search time. What did it say? For mountain
Treasure time.
Treasure
and
time.
mountain
That's
time.
mountain time. And then on the one next to that, you put mountain time, and that's actually central time. So I don't know if that was
I don't know
intentional.
why you're being such a stickler.
I don't
you
know.
make mistakes all the time.
All the time. And hide them very well.
Not really. Jorg Monin.
Is that the one that you don't want to say too
It's
fast?
just
'Cause
like
Jorgamonen.
Jorgamonen?
Jorgamonen.
Jorgamonen?
I don't know.
Rebecca Peterson.
Let's see. Denise Baker. Gypsy's Kiss. Do you guys have a specific topic for the marathon? Yes. Can you tell them I'm just about to make something up?
Charles Clement.
What are we going to talk about for the marathon tomorrow? We're going to have open
we're
phone nights.
going
You can call and ask any question, and I will have an answer for you.
Talk about
Yeah, go ahead.
the Forrest Fenn Treasure Hunt.
A Gypsy's Kiss. I would like to suggest a hunt song writing contest. You give away a coin to the best hunt song. No singing. I can't sing. Just writing. You and Shelley can be the judges. Wow. That is very...
Intriguing.
I was going to say tenacious, but that's not the right way to use that word. So.
I don't think that word means what you think.
Sam
it means.
Clemens is not happy about it. Rick Plank
Charles
says, what
Clemens.
time are you scheduled to be on the marathon? We are the same as our regular schedule. Well, not quite regular. We're scheduled to be on the marathon from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Treasure States time. What is
Mountain time.
Mountain time?
Yeah, treasure time.
Same time.
Treasure time.
Same time.
Vicki
we usually start.
McMillan.
And Shelley's coming over so she can be on the show as well.
Because I have to do stuff anyway. I have to make
She's going
recordings.
to make videos. And we're doing some work on our new Patreon page.
That's right. World famous gamer.
WFG.
DB Cooper. Honeybee. Bzz, 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 honeybee. Leekily. Leekily, 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 lee. Man in the Park.
John Lauro says he donated $4 and we didn't give him a cha-ching.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, John. Are you sure it got through?
You sure you sent it to us and not somebody else?
Yeah, maybe you were on somebody else's channel and you gave it to them.
Joe S., 23 Monarcha, Dub Air, Zoe
Samuel
the Cat.
Smith says, tenacious does not truly mean determined. That's a corruption of the word. Samuel, you've said something like that 3 times. What does the word tenacious and or tenacity mean? That would be more
Glenna
helpful if you
Friedman.
gave us the...
Mr. Lewis.
World Famous Gamer says, does Too Far to Walk have a pic of a tennis racket in it? I have no idea, World Famous Gamer. I guess I'll have to look that up. Tony Russi says, referring to our topic for tomorrow night, why don't you talk about whatever tickled your pickle on that fish map? Because, you know what tickled my pickle? Should have tickled anybody's pickle that had a pickle that saw that map. Because
That needed tickling.
that needed tickling. If your pickle needed tickling, you needed that map.
Yes. Okay.
Is that it?
DB Cooper, I think YNP searching is over for the year. Indeed. They're
Oh.
expecting major weather up there.
Yeah, so
Hello, Linwood and LR.
So
Samuel Smith.
we've already. So I don't know what you guys remember. Fenn once said,
said read the forums and the blogs for entertainment. So that's kind of how I feel. Anything that's posted on Dale Neitzel's, we read it for
Timestamp
entertainment. We don't start making
7:36.
treasure hunting decisions based on what he said. But Fenn, who's savvy when it comes to the weather, posted on Dale's site. Aha, what?
John Lauro, $2.
$2.
3D Bronze. Toby, you forgot my usual plug.
Hey,
Sad
and don't
face.
forget 3D Bronze. You can find him at 3dbronze.com. He's the gentleman who created the pendant that's shaped like the clasp from the Forrest Fenn Treasure chest. He's also got some other plans. Make sure you go to 3dbronze.com. That's 3dbronze.com.
Thor
How's
Girl
that?
and Digital Treasure Map says, is it snowing yet?
Well, that's what I was about to share with you guys. So, screenshot. So this was up over at Dale Neitzel's site. It's Winter Warning 2019, submitted September 26th, which would have been yesterday. It's written by Forrest. We assume that it's the one and only Forrest, as opposed to somebody like Forrest Gump. For those treasure hunted, this is what Forrest writes.
Oh, I missed a John Laurel $2. There it is.
All right, thank you, John.
We found them. It took us
we
a
did
while.
find it. We just hadn't gotten down that far,
And
John.
Dave Hedblum.
And Dave Hedblum,
And
too.
Octopus Sticks.
They're-
And Patricia Marin is here.
Patricia.
And Wildcatter's daughter. I don't know. It popped up, and I guess I didn't
I still
notice
have
that it
dreams
popped
about
up.
your pineapple upside down
Sometimes
cake,
it pops
Patricia.
up.
So it says,
Two
for those
buckets.
treasure hunters who are searching the northern Rockies, it's time to hang up for another season. Please don't tempt those mountains. One of the things I hate most is to have my feet cold. Brr, says Forrest. Makes me cold just thinking about it, signed F. And then he posted, unfortunate choice of selections, a historic snowstorm may bring blizzard conditions to Montana. So I sprung forward to where it is. I'll play it so you guys can listen. I don't know what it's going to do in terms of audio. Let me see. No quiere? Did it end already?
Anyway,
Go to that link and you'll see
or any weather link.
any weather link and you'll see, why is it not? Oh, here it goes. Wait. Something's happening. Something is happening. Nothing is happening. Apparently Fox News is down. There's a failure at Fox. Anyway, it's talking
You're
about
on standby. Please stand by.
the forecast. So, all right, I'm not going to wait for that to happen. But apparently it's going to blizzard this weekend up in the northern area. So we've decided not to go up there in October. We are going to wait till the spring. I just made that up. We're not going in October. We weren't planning to go in October. Next, as soon as the
Your
snow
daughter's
melts
coming
next
in
year.
October, isn't she?
That's right.
Is she?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah.
Beal.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Let's see.
That's what you need is another visitor.
I need just time to get
DKR.
back into my regular old man schedule. Go back to being an old
Putting your
man.
feet up and just resting
Yeah,
and watching YouTube.
videos.
Dev JB, Rowdy Yates, MG.
Trump. Oh, it says Fox is down. Trump implosion.
We're a famous gamer.
There's a
I
tennis
believe there's a
racket.
tennis
Okay,
racket.
WFG says, I believe there's a tennis racket, and that shows that it is a clue and a guide to tell us to use the grid to put the poem in, like the architect. Thank you for that, world famous gamer. Well, an interesting little theory, that. Okay,
Text
what's next?
time,
Text messages.
time.
Let's go to
Play the
text
text
messages. I have a video
video.
for that. Text time. Okay, there we go. Let's do some text messages, see what we got. This is from, okay, so this is no one. Remember, if you're sending me a text message, me and Baby Doll here, send us include your
I'm
name,
the magical
first name,
treasure princess.
magical treasure princess. Make sure you include at least your first name and the state from which you are calling. I will not share your
And
phone
it's
number.
almost my birthday.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about that. So Shelley's birthday is October 10th. She'll be 39,
10,
29.
10.
What? I don't know. But if you'd like to send Shelley
A year older.
birthday card or a gift, use the box. Use the email. Finish that for
The
me.
mail address, the female address. The address listed in the description box you can use to send us things.
On Enchanted Hills Drive. Okay, this one is from I don't know who. It says, "Hi, we are so sorry to hear that you are not feeling well, physical and mentally. We are hoping that you're going to get through it. Anything you need."
Wow.
Okay, so here's
Send drugs
send
to that
lots of
mail address
opiates.
that's listed in the description.
Don't send opiates because I don't take them.
Not opiates. No.
I messed up my knees, and I knew when I was messing them up that I was messing them up, and it always takes me at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months to recover from injuring my knees. That's all I'm doing. It slows me down. It makes me less active. It has all these byproducts, and that can be sometimes depressing, but not depressing in a like I'm going to kill myself sense. Just depressing in like, oh, I got to call Shelley
And wine.
and whine.
Is a whiner.
Okay, Pam from Texas sending 2 screenshots. First from 2014 version of Google Earth. Next is 2019. Now you see it. Now you don't. Pam, I know you were probably trying to do that on text, but our smart line does not accept other than text messages, so you can't put attachments.
But you can email it.
But if you want, you can email that information to a gypsieskiss@gmail.com, and we'll see it and read it. This says, Chris Dotson is watching, recovering from my big fall from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor due to a framer's error on my job site, but I'll still be on the K-Pro. So he's going to be on the marathon tomorrow night. Kyle Lazar's marathon tomorrow night at 6:30. Hope you are all doing good. Well, Chris, I hope you're doing, it sounds like you're not doing as well as I am, so I hope you recover quickly as well. This one is from Karen Lynn, Illinois. Just wanted to say I so appreciate and enjoy A Gypsy's Kiss. Thank you, Toby and Shelley.
Aw.
Oh, that's just
Yay.
us. Yay. A drink to that. Rio de los Pinos and
Karen Lynn from Illinois.
Thank you.
Was that unappreciated touching? What? No, that's the wrong word.
Inappropriate.
Unappropriate touching. Not unappreciated. Well, it might have been unappreciated too.
As a life coach,
I
would recommend that we stay out of other people's relationships.
Yeah, good idea.
And if they think it's fine, then good for them.
Let's see. This is from Joshua, and he says, going boots on the ground this upcoming Wednesday, the 2nd, near La Madera, New Mexico, flying into ABQ. Wish me luck, guys. Signed, Joshua.
Luck.
Good luck, Joshua.
Luck.
Come home with that treasure.
It was the luck rim shot.
Yeah.
I don't have a luck button.
Okay, no more text messages, no more voicemails. That means we can go
My favorite color. Well, my favorite color is teal, but it can't be too green because the green screen won't let me wear anything too green.
anything.
So blue. That kind of a
She looks good in blue.
blue that you see me wear. That's another really good one. Favorite colors. Dev JB.
Guess what time it is?
Hello.
Hello?
Who's there? I'm talking. Hello.
Hello. Who is this?
You know what this is.
Do you know who it is?
Do you know who it is? Do you know who it is?
Say hello to
Okay,
my
phone
little
lines are
friend.
open. 866-597-9901. Call us and ask us some questions. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us about your plans for over the winter. We can tell you more about our upcoming Patreon page if you have the question. And we don't get any calls. We might have an early Friday night, too.
Whoa.
Maybe we'll just cut it down to an hour.
Phone lines are open.
866-597-9901.
Rick McDonald, where are you?
Rick McDonald, where are you? Samuel Smith, tenacity is physical property of matter that bonds elements or compounds together. It has nothing to do with human traits or character. Wow, you are being really picky about which one of the definitions of tenacity you selected, Daniel, because Samuel.
I look awesome as a redhead. Thank you for about 3 weeks, and then
She was.
and then the white gray starts coming through, and I have to color again. So we went blonde. Blonde is my natural color.
Yeah,
Not
picky.
actually this light of a blonde, but a darker blonde is my natural color.
So tenacity, the quality or fact of being able to grip something firmly, grip the sheer tenacity of the limpet. The quality of fact of being very determined, determination. You have to admire the tenacity of those two guys. The quality of fact continuing to exist, persistence. I don't know, Samuel.
Telephone.
I think you're picking.
It's Christy.
Hi, Christy.
Sup?
Can you hear
Hello?
us? Hi,
Hello.
can you hear us?
I can. I had to take my headphones off. I'm sure because of the delay if I got through.
Yeah, you did get through. Yeah.
What's up?
Excellent.
So tell us about the marathon tomorrow.
Well, I will say the only place that the agenda is up to date is on Thor, because I thought I would be clever and say treasure hunting time, but then I completely messed it up with mountain time next to it, exactly what you noted.
Yeah.
And some people got confused. So some things have moved around. It's kind of changing as we go. We have some new people. We have some other people. The big thing to know is we're starting at 11 Pacific time, and then there's all the time zones after that. We are doing a boots on the ground or bust, where we have right now 7 searchers that are going to compete to say they want to go boots on the ground again, but they can't afford it, and they want searchers to vote for them. So they get about 15 minutes to be able to, they get 10 minutes to plead their case, and then Mike and I have some standard questions.
Mm-hmm.
And we have you all on for a silver search coin piece. We're going to be rolling out. We finally got Chaseopoly, the full prototype in. We're going to be showing that. If you come in and comment during that time, you get entered for a silver search coin. There's like 4 or 5 different opportunities. We're going to go over that in the morning.
Good. All right.
But we have probably 15 different searchers that are coming on. I would say at least, I want to say 3 or 4, never been on before. They're either going over something on their solve or something specific. Go check it out on Thor. That has all the details of it. And then it's our most popular show. So, we'll be on all day long. And for the East Coasters, we're going till 3 a.m.
So you're finishing it at midnight Pacific time. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
And the last hour and a half, I will say, many have asked, because I have said there is going to be something huge, epic, etc. Some people have asked if Forrest Fenn is going to be on live. And the only thing I will answer is, here's my quote: Forrest Fenn will not be on live on the marathon. And that's all I have to say on this subject.
Oh, well, if Joel Lewicki was here, he would say you've added the word live. Could that mean there's a possibility that Forrest Fenn will be on the marathon pre-recorded?
I will just say that I'm so glad that Joel Lewicki is not on here for this fun, just informal call-in to AGK, which is a very family-friendly call-in, and not hot seat type of thing.
And I wouldn't do that. That's Joel's place in the search. My job is to make sure everybody gets a chance to express themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. No matter what happens, it'll be fun. And the other thing I want to announce is one of my search friends, his name's Bill. I met him actually through It's All About Yous. He was, I think, the first one. I met him because of AGK. And we are doing a searcher meetup a week from Saturday in Raleigh, North Carolina. So email me or go up on the Facebooks or Thor if you want to meet up. We're meeting up at a little restaurant bar, not this Saturday, but next. And just going to talk all things Forrest. And we have, at least Bill and I will be there. We think we're going to have 2 or 3 others, and maybe more if we get it out to everybody. But everybody keeps saying we don't have East Coasters represented. I hope you come out and at least meet us. And Bill's a good guy. He actually decided to buy the book after we met. He thought it might be important. And so he's a poem purist. And so, I mean, we've had a blast, maybe 2 or 3 times meeting up and just chatting with him about the chase. So we thought, why not? We'll invite some others.
On the ratio of he's a good friend versus he's my new search partner, where is Bill with you?
Oh no, he's a good search friend. I will tell you, and I'll do a shout out to him. I recently moved, and I had a little bit of a baby crisis where I had to get everything out of my house very quickly. I had only met him a couple of times, and I said, "Is there any way you can come and help me?" Because he is a big, huge Southern boy. I mean, he's a big guy, and he's
healthy.
very powerful.
We like to call him healthy Southern boys.
He's a healthy, strong. He could lift furniture that I thought would take 3 people, and he came and he saved my tush. I had to get items out because my house was closing, and I couldn't afford to hire movers and things. He and a friend came. Everything was out of my house quickly. So I will say he's more than an acquaintance, and it seems like a very great guy. But search partner, no. Michael is my search partner, Calazars. And so he is searching, unfortunately. Well, he'll need to tell you what search state. I don't have a match with his search state, I will just say.
So I saw
and
some...
I have a new solve.
I was going to say, I saw some activity on Thor regarding your theories. Where are you now in terms of the theory?
I currently just caught a solve. I will say the beginning of a solve enough that I wanted to go. Actually, Tuesday I wrote Forrest and said, finally, I caught my new solve. It's in Wyoming, and I'm ready to go. I'm going to book. I had some miles I could book quickly. I'm going to book for actually the October 5th weekend or the week after that. I said, I'm so excited, etc. And within 36 hours, he put out that terrible scrapbook and the weather forecast. And so I am going to wait. So it is in Wyoming is all I will say. It will be under snowpack. I wasn't going out with Mike. It was more of a recon, like you guys say. It was more of a recon. But I found something interesting enough that I went, I got to go see that. And I just was going to take a little jaunt up for a couple days. I'm now waiting. Some people said, no, it's okay. It'll melt quick. I'm a flatlander. There's no safety issue. Single mom, there's no way I'm going to take any safety precautions. So not for me, but I will say, well, actually Mike called me and said, so what's the next step? It's just something I really am excited about that I don't think has been caught. I can't find it on any of the blogs or Facebooks or YouTube videos. I'm excited about it, and it is in Wyoming.
Oh, good. Well, does it have anything to do with the Wyoming Department of Fishing 1998 map?
It does not.
Okay, just curious, because that's
that I know of at this point. I mean, there might be a connection later. I'll say it's baby. You know, it's at the very beginning. It is not like everyone's, you're going to go and get it. No. This is just one. You can only get so much off Google Earth. Yeah. I actually think
you got to be
connections of some certain. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. The little girl in India rule, right? Well, I'm just going to suggest.
Well, I thought it would get me enough that I could go and have enough for the off season to be excited about. I take pictures of 1,000 things, and then there's stuff that I never saw once I'm out there. But it's not in the cards. I'm not going to be unsafe. Listen to Forrest when he says, hang up your hats this time. But do I think he was talking to me? Yes, I do, because I told him. I have heard through the grapevine, Diggin' Gypsy is also out, so she should hopefully stay safe. Or absolutely stay safe. So I just think anybody that's planning a trip or hasn't booked yet, just don't. You have a whole nother season.
Right. We agree. It isn't going to be retrieved this season, and apparently the lead searcher broke his leg, so he can't go either.
That's why he's called Feet.
Alan K., we got your comment, and Shelley is taking care of it. I just needed to make sure that. Denise Bagley had a question for you. Hang on just a sec. Let me see if I can find it because it went by real quickly. Denise. Oh, it's now. No, it's not Bagley. It's Denise Baker. She says, K-Pro, do you have a time that Forrest Not Live might be on the marathon?
I will say towards the end of the marathon, you see that there, if you look at the agenda, there are some holds at the end. I won't say for sure anything because I have not confirmed.
Right.
I've just said vaguely that he's not going to be live. If you look at the hold areas, that would be the area that I would focus on. And the other pieces, Mike and I talked a lot about if we were fortunate enough to have anything uniquely from Forrest. I'm not saying that we will, but if we did, we would probably drop the stream off and then bring it back on. So then you don't have to, when people want to go back and watch.
Right.
So if you see that we say towards the end of the night, hey, we're going to drop off and let's have everybody come back in the room in a few minutes.
That might be a good...
that would be a really good indicator that you might want to be in store for that portion of the evening. Again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because there's too many pieces to put into place, but I want to tease it enough to say, oh, wouldn't it be, there's a lot of things coming together, and I apologize to some. Everybody's been writing me tonight. I'm trying to make a few things happen, so it's been a very active night.
You've got a busy evening with a busy day ahead of you tomorrow. So I do have a question. Your new Wyoming theory. We always make a distinction between the states, Montana and Wyoming, and Yellowstone National Park. Is your Wyoming theory in Wyoming or the part of Yellowstone National Park that's in Wyoming?
That is a great question, and I will say the park is not a part of... I have had assault in the park.
Yeah.
This is outside of the park, and it will, I believe, as things hone in, the couple of confirmers that I have, it will not be in the park. I do not rule it out based on laws, etc. It has been ruled out based on the confirmers that I have at this point. So I'm out of the park in Wyoming.
Let's stay in touch regarding your travels next after the snow in the mountains is gone, because I'm headed up there for a week worth of recon on the Montana side, and maybe we can meet someplace in the middle for
that'd be
some
great.
Cocktails and
well, and we're thinking of doing Function in the Junction, moving over maybe a little bit more to the Cody area rather than West Yellowstone, but we're Function. If we could coordinate the Function where we're both in town, that would be fabulous.
Oh,
it
cool!
Would be a blast. There was 35 searchers or so, and it was great. So yes, we'll definitely need to coordinate.
And you know me, I'm always open to unappropriate touching.
Absolutely, not inappropriate.
Not inappropriate. It's unappropriate.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yes, baby doll.
All right, we will see you tomorrow. We'll be in and out of the chat room because I'm going to be running errands during the day. But of course, we'll see you tomorrow night, 7:00 from this location. And we will at some point. I know you can. We can do that. We'll wait till things have settled down in the room, and then we'll give away this Searcher coin number 32. All right. By the way, if I haven't,
that's great. And we're going to give away all of the coins throughout the day. That will be done at the very end of the night. So,
okay.
And you don't have to be in there to win them. So you can come back later, kind of like you guys are doing. So
right. Exactly.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page. So have a great night.
Thanks
for having me on.
We look forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Good luck for tomorrow.
Bye, Toby. Bye, Shelley.
Bye. So I do want to make a point. You do not have to be present in our show or in our segment tomorrow night to win. Once the person wins, the name is selected.
Make a comment on
and all you have to
Wednesday's video, right?
Yeah, last Wednesday's video. Make a comment on last Wednesday's video. Okay. So, all right. Phone lines are open. I wish Rick, Illinois Ghost, if you're listening. We'd appreciate it if you'd call in and let us know what happened Wednesday because you've piqued our interest. So phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. Call in, talk about anything you want related to the hunt for Forrest Fenn's treasure.
Is Forrest Fenn bald or wear a toupee? He wears a hat.
He's balding, but not completely bald.
No, he doesn't wear a toupee.
And he definitely doesn't wear a toupee. His hair is white.
I don't think he has any interest in that sort of thing.
And he does kind of a comb over, like I'll have to do one day, I'm sure. I'm going to do a comb over. I'm going to get a toupee, man.
No, you're not.
I'm going to get
You just wear your ball cap all the time.
Paul McCartney, Beatles, 1960.
Just wear your hair short, wear a ball cap.
Yeah.
Do you like John Bobbitt, that's what he does. He has his hair real short. And he wears a ball cap most of the time.
You can't tell.
So
Just
do that.
Oh, look, we're going to get another early night. Okay, so here's the deal. If we don't have anything else to talk about because we're not announcing our Patreon page until Tuesday.
Scrapbook 207 just released. What's it say, Hooli? Call us.
We read the scrapbooks. We're like, you know how I said it earlier tonight. You know how Fenn reads the blogs for entertainment. We suggest you read the scrapbooks for entertainment.
Honeybee says, why did he call it Pandora's Box?
Well, you have to know.
What's the story of Pandora's Box?
You have to know the story of Pandora's Box, right? Do you want to tell it?
No.
Just the short version. So the short version is there was a young lady who was tempted to open a box,
But she wasn't supposed to.
But she wasn't supposed to, and she was told she wasn't supposed to. It's a very traditional,
sort of a tree of life kind of thing.
Tree of
Garden
Life
Eden.
story. And she opened it, and she released all the ills on the world, and all the ills included everything from evilness to diseases to salmon. Did you say
Famine.
Oh, I thought you said salmon.
No.
Like salmon aren't bad.
War, famine, pestilence.
All the negative things.
And the only thing left in the box was hope.
Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your question or observation on the search for Forrest Fenn's treasure?
Hey, Toby. It's Wayne Ross.
Hey, Wayne. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing well.
Good. Good to hear it. How's the family?
Everybody is good. It was my wife's birthday yesterday,
Wednesday.
and so
Wednesday.
we went out and had a nice dinner, so everything was great.
Yeah, I saw you mention it in one of the comments, so very nicely done.
Yeah. Listen, I was intrigued something you said when you made your announcement about your short video that was not a live stream about your move to an interest in Montana.
I'm going to caution you.
After that, when you were explaining things, you mentioned something that had thinking about myself as kind of an interesting, I don't know if it's a process or just the way we look at the search when we're going boots on the ground. So this year I've done 2 boots on the ground already, and I'll probably go again in the next week or 2.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to see the fall colors, so I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I did on the first search, and actually I did one recon that wasn't exactly in the search area, but it was the recon to the mountains. And basically, in all these cases, I was kind of exploring, and I felt like you had to be boots on the ground to identify the home of Brown and some of the other potential clues that you can't identify on Google Earth and other ways that you can look for those. So I spent a lot of time kind of walking around and looking and driving around and looking and just checking things out. The second trip I made, though, I had a specific place in mind that I had identified on my first trip as a potential blaze. And I went back on the second trip then, and I made a special point of having more than one location to actually look for the chest. And when you were talking about your move to Montana, you kind of were making some kind of similar comments about, I've spent a lot of time looking for where the clues are, but I haven't really spent that much time looking for the actual chest.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's kind of an interesting comment, and it's something that made me think about how we approach our actual boots on the ground experiences. So I've decided that one way I can improve my chances of finding the chest is to always have several places that I look specifically for the chest and not just for other clues. What do you think about that?
So I think it depends. I think it depends on you versus me. Here's what. So we were coming back from this long trip. We had a lot of time to talk about things, and I was talking about this Montana theory that I wanted to develop out that would require more travel up there, much more expensive than what we spend traveling up to the Rio de los Pinos. Rio de los Pinos. Oh,
Wait,
you're out
we
of
can't
stuff.
because I'm almost out, and somebody asked us a question. The answer is Legally wants to know where we looked on the board.
I can barely hear you guys. Can you turn up
Yeah.
the sound that I'm hearing?
Yeah. Is that any? Tell me when, because I'm going to turn us both up.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Is that better? Okay, so what I can't do, I don't want to go into the red because then that sounds terrible on the other end. So we had a lot of time to talk, and one of the conclusions that I came to, that you probably heard me state that last night, or when you were listening to what I was talking about, the Montana theory, is that the reality of the 34 times I've been boots on the ground in 4 different states and Yellowstone National Park is that there was only one of those times, maybe 2, and the second one is a stretch, but there was one of those times where I was actually convinced I knew where the treasure was and I was going to go get it. And that one, like everybody else's, I believe, was my first one. I read the book, came up with a theory, dragged my son out, took him to the Rio Rancho, and sent him across the river to an island that had rattlesnakes on it. So, but I was convinced I was going to the location that where the treasure was hidden. Since then, the result of that experience is I can look at Google Earth and I can see where warm waters halt, and I can see the canyon down that follows warm waters halt, and then I feel, whether Fenn tells me that or not, I feel like I have to be boots on the ground. And as I get boots on the ground, what I'm doing is validating my perceptions. So can the home of brown actually be a place where there's brown trout? I've found those places. And what you find out about brown trout, like most trout, is they spend their lives in one particular area their entire lives, et cetera, et cetera. Confirmation bias. But what I discovered is that I wasn't looking for the treasure, and I was looking for validation on my thoughts on what each of the clues could mean. And when we decided to quit in October of 2018, I just felt like I wasn't close to, not the treasure, not to finding the treasure, but just validating my perception of the clues. And that's what made it so easy, I guess, to make that decision. Now, at the same time, we never stopped researching the possibility. We talk about it constantly outside the context of our show, and I'm always looking for ways. I do a lot of research into all of Fenn's books, into all of his works. I've probably watched the Moby Dickens video literally hundreds of times. And I'm always looking for that little something. I've read The Thrill of the Chase dozens of times, always looking for that little something. But my brain, whatever it is, for somebody that spent most of his life in intelligence and part of his life in intelligence analysis, my brain simply can't make the transition from what Fenn is trying to tell us to what I need to translate it into. I get the whole, begin at where warm waters halt and take it in the canyon down. And I take him at his word. He said that's the first clue. I believe it. I have no reason to doubt him. So I can't look for the treasure because I'm not confident that my definitions of each of the clues are, and that's why when somebody said, well, why are you changing your probability, right? Because I think there's a small probability, a 25% probability, because if I didn't believe there was some chance of it being up there, then I wouldn't invest the time or effort. And what I told everybody is that I'm not going to ask Kevin and Shelley to invest the time or effort until I have something that I can bring back to them and say, I spent a week up there or 9 days or however long I'm up there, and I discovered this, and this, substantiating the possibility that I finally understood what Fenn was trying to tell me in those 9 clues. And it isn't, I could go up to Montana next year and bounce around for 9 days and do the kind of research that I normally do with imagery and drone shots and audio and camera tracking on my chest. And I could come back from that and say that the 25% probability that I thought it might be on Montana has either gone one of 2 ways. It's either now 50% probability or it's 0 probability, and I'd find myself back in New Mexico. The 25% probability is the recognition that I saw something that substantiated at least the first 2 clues, and were rational to me. That's as far as I am in that, and that's why it only has a 25% probability. So, but that's how I work.
I understand.
I can't go any further than that.
Yeah, and I understand that. I mean, you're right. I mean, what I'm thinking of, and of course, I'm still. I just think there's many possibilities in the overall area near the gorge, the Cruces Basin. There's a lot of possible ways to look at the different clues and how they might apply there. So, but like I said, what I realized I was doing on my way home from the first boots on the ground was I was actually, like you said, I was out there trying to verify clues, identify, look at things that I had seen and thought might be possible homes of brown or different things like that. What is, paddle up your creek? Does the straw qualify for that? And things like that. And having been boots on the ground, once you've gone boots on the ground, you realize how vast, the opportunities are for places to hide the chest in areas like northern New Mexico and Colorado and Wyoming and Montana. They're gorgeous states that have all these beautiful areas. But I realized I was looking for clues, and you made that comment the other night, and I thought that's so funny because I had just been thinking that, I need to spend more time trying to find the chest, not the clues. Yeah. Although you have to know, clues have to guide you there. But I have now identified in the Los Pinos area, seriously, Toby, at least 5 different places that could be, not the specific blaze, but where the blaze is, just because they're unique. There's something unique about them. And really, I got to say, I think it's so interesting when I watch all the bloggers and different people, and I enjoy everybody's approaches and different theories. I always feel like I learned something from listening to everybody. But one of the things that I feel like I've experienced is that in the area of the Rio de los Pinos, there are all the, from where warm waters halt, there are several different directions to go from there, just depending on how you're looking at
the rest of the poem. Agreed.
So I have several other specific areas that I want to go to and specifically look for places where the chest could be hidden. And so I just thought that was an interesting thing. And I thought, well, that's kind of an interesting topic. And I actually was going to suggest it to K-Pro and Cal the other night, but it went by in the chat so fast I don't think they saw it for the marathon. Because are you searching for the clues or are you searching for the chest?
Yeah, I think that's the key because, and I think that's a grand difference to make, right? I'm searching for the clues.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, a long time ago, we actually did a video that said, we're not searching for the treasure anymore, we're searching for the blaze. And that's where that thought process started. That was the point that I said, wait a minute, now I'm not searching for the blaze. I'm searching for the put in below the Homa Brown, right? If I could find that, then I'd get some sort of confirmation that I'm at least on the right track, because that's the only way you get confirmation in this treasure hunt. We've had this conversation before, where you have to be boots on the ground in order to confirm that you have some sense of what Fenn meant, a physical representation of what Fenn meant when he said, put in below the Homa Brown, for example. Because if you don't know where that is, you're not going to find the treasure chest. You're going to wander around the mountains a lot, but you're not going to find the treasure chest.
Right. Well, I have so much confidence in the way Shelley and I are interpreting where warm waters halt and then the canyon down just fits so perfect with that as well.
Yeah.
But once you go in the canyon down, there are several drives that you can take on the creek.
Right.
There's actually a couple, like 3 right there right away.
Right.
And then
before you cross the river, you can head in 3 different directions.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And then there's also, and so the last time I was there, I went to the specific rock monoliths that I had told you I had seen on my first boots on the ground. And I went to those, and there was a perfect hiding spot at the base of one. But I unlike a lot of people, I don't go there thinking, oh, this is absolutely where it is. I just go there thinking, I definitely need to look at that and cross that off my list. So I am now on a search for crossing off my list all the possible blazes like you're talking about that I can identify once I've identified the first 2 clues that lead you into a specific search area.
Right.
So it's not exactly, I'm not just going wild out in the woods looking for the chest. That's what I think is a big mistake that a lot of people make. They're just walking around.
Right.
Going, oh, is that the blaze? Maybe that could be. But I feel like, you can use Google Earth has enough resolution for you to identify geologic features in many cases, and things like waterfalls and springs and places that are possible warm waters halt. So I think if you have a good warm waters halt, then when you get there, though, I hope I've done enough homework on Google Earth to kind of go to specific areas where, if this is the home ground, this is where the blaze must be next. I'm trying to get where when I make a search, I don't just look for, wander around and look at the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I want to actually check hiding places and see if the chest is in there. So
right, yeah.
In the gorge, in the case of the gorge, I never got far enough into the gorge before I just thought, I don't see how Forrest Fenn could have done this.
Right.
At 80. So there's quite a few things that can help you figure that out. Anyway, I just thought I'd make that comment. I didn't mean to go on.
No. I think it's a valid comment, and I think it kind of reinforces the idea that you've got to bring everything into whatever your perspective is, right? It can only be your perspective. So, all right, sir. Well, the best to your family. Thanks for calling in tonight. Yeah. We look forward to the next time you're in New Mexico, and if you find yourself around Bernalillo, let us know.
I will. All right.
Good night, Wayne. Thanks. Yeah, I think that's the challenge. I think it has to be your own. So I'm going to do a screenshot. I'm going to go over to this scrapbook.
Just wanted everybody to know it was our idea to have this released during our show tonight, so we'd have something to talk about in case nobody called in. Because after Wednesday, we felt bad that it was a short show because nobody was calling in. So, scrapbook.
This is Scrapbook 207. He talks about the time he spent writing the beat of the drum and over the dance.
We showed the picture.
This is what's funny
of the Sharp Cabin when we were there at the museum.
He's got a picture
sign that said that they had donated that Forrest Fenn and donated it. So
let's go back to full screen here.
So you're welcome.
It's confirmation bias. Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what are your thoughts on the Forrest Fenn's scrapbook number 207? No, I'm sorry. You could talk about whatever you want. Hello.
I'm Todd Luce, and I'm going my first boots on the ground in Mexico, and I'm just going to ask advice.
Okay, Todd, could you do me a favor and turn the audio on your computer off so that we won't get that feedback? It'll be easier for you too.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go. Okay, so what's your question about searching in New Mexico?
Well, I'm going to go around Red River, New Mexico, and I'm kind of like you on the trout. I think the House of the Browns trout.
Yeah.
I think heavy waters where they weigh the trout by how many pounds of trout per acre.
Yeah, there is a fish hatchery there at Red River just before the Red River enters into the Pueblo and then the Rio Grande. Yeah.
Now, the Red River that you went down, it's geometrically heated. I just found that out. If you went to the end of that, it's supposed to be warm.
You mean geologically? Geothermally. Did you say
right, where the rivers flow in and they're warm, and so the Red River is supposed to be a natural kind of heated river. Now, when we trout fish up here in Kansas, we go down to Missouri to Beaver Lake.
Yeah.
And at Beaver Lake, you go below the dam, not a Fall River, what am I thinking of? Table Rock is a big river. Then there's a dam, and you go to Beaver Lake down below where the dam water comes out cold.
Right.
So
I will say I have never actually searched on the Red River. We had a theory for the area, but it didn't work out primarily because when we went to research it, it was just too populated for our tastes.
Did Cynthia go there?
Cynthia's been on the Red.
I'm going to taking a river raft ride because in one of the river raft guides, it also says exactly what Forrest Fenn says to not for the meek.
Right.
On one of the certain ones on Red River and where it turns into Angel Fire. So I was probably going to go down the river for a 2-day on a boat with them or raft.
Well, could you be talking about
more for fun for me than anything else?
Could you be talking about the Cimarron River rather than the Red?
I'm pretty sure they're on the red. They're on the last one you mentioned on the Cimarron.
Well, the
one
Cimarron,
goes right down through a gorge.
Right.
The Rio Grande. It goes into Rio Grande.
Right. Okay, that is the red.
And then I
yeah.
think you go down the gorge for 2 days down that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that is true. That's true.
I'm going to be in that area. I just thought maybe you guys might have some ideas.
Well,
the only thing that bugs me is rattlesnakes. I can get along with anything, but I don't like rattlesnakes at all.
No, the only thing we recommend is if you're worried about rattlesnakes. Now, our experience is they tend to stay away from you. But if you get yourself a good pair of snake leggings, they run around $20. That's generally all you need to protect yourself because they strike below the knee.
My buddy's got a dog, so.
Oh, okay. That'll work too.
We're just putting everything together as we go now. And, just trying to figure out if you have any advice or any places to see or maybe a certain place to check up there.
Well, if you're going to be around...
I'm in Kansas. I'm probably going to get through this one time.
Yeah. So if you're in that area, the town of Red River is an interesting town. It's a ski town in the winter and a tourist town in the summer, but it has a lot of beautiful area. Red River is one of the places where you can actually pan for gold. So if you've got a plastic gold pan, you can do some panning for gold along the red. You're on the Enchanted Circle, Route 64. So you may want to go south to both Eagle Nest. The Cimarron Canyon is
Eagle Nest Dam's interesting too.
Yeah, and that has the Cimarron River. If you want to do any trout fishing, the Cimarron is the place to do it, although it's pretty late in the trout fishing season. Also, if you go around that Eagle Nest area just west and slightly south of Eagle Nest is the Vietnam Veterans, the New Mexico Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And then, of course, if you continue on 60, if you're going to go, if you're driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to bring my mountain bike too.
Yeah. So if you're driving, you're going to hit 64, you're going to come down I-25 and then take 64 through Cimarron and then north to Red River. But one of the places you might visit is Taos because Taos is a beautiful old-style artsy-fartsy town, and it has a lot of great places to eat. There are places to stay in both Red River and Eagle Nest. They tend to be a little bit more, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not
pricey.
No. Red River during the winter season, yes. During the ski season, they are pricey. During the summer seasons, they're cabins most of the time. There are some hotels.
Cool.
But you're getting them between the summer tourist season and the winter ski season, so the pricing should be okay. So. And then
I've been down with skiing, and I love the area anyway. That's why I want to go back. And I figured I might as well just try this pin deal while I'm at it.
Yeah, you may as well.
Kind of came out of the blue.
Yeah, and Angel Fire is a nice town to visit.
I did find I love Angel Fire.
Yeah.
I found a very cool deal. You know that when he was at the bookstore and he said when he dies he's going to throw himself on the treasure?
Yeah.
That might have been a clue because I watched a movie last night called Find Me on Prime. It's on Netflix too, I'm pretty sure. And this girl is dying of cancer and basically gets this guy from her office to get out, just like Finn's doing this, gets back out in the woods.
Yeah.
And come find her.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, man, I may have found another clue. And one place is in the Rockies at the very end of that movie.
Yeah, you have to remember that when he made those statements, as he was describing those statements at Moby Dickens, there was a time in his life where he really believed that was a possible end to his life. He really believed that he was going to take that treasure. And I don't mean he lied about it. There was a point at which he thought, I'm dying from cancer. I'm going to take a treasure. I'm going to hide it. Probably hadn't evolved in terms of an idea as far as it had by 2010, but he felt like he could go put a treasure together, take it up into the mountains, put the treasure down, lay down, and pass away peacefully at his own choice. Now, eventually, I'm sure what came to him is all the problems that would cause, aside from the fact that your family wouldn't be happy with you doing that, and the fact that you'd leave a trail a mile long, and eventually they'd find you, right? No matter how hard you how hard you tried to hide, you're going to leave a trail that's a mile wide. Oh, That's a poem.
She left trails and clues on each one of the rocks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
no, well, not even that.
9
I mean,
places.
think of it this way. If we just imagine that he walked a certain distance with a treasure from where he parked his car, he would have had to park a car, right? And now you know where to start your search. And then you just wait until...
Or he was in one of them boat trips and just... Did he kayak, by the way?
He did not.
Okay. That's... Because, I mean... Seems to me like too far to walk would be taking a boat ride.
Well, too
and
far
I'm
to
a
walk.
country boy.
That's one of those.
He says.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you have to imagine. What specifically did he mean by too far to walk? And in the preface of Too Far to Walk, he tells us that too far to walk is 10 miles. Well, 10 miles is indeed too far to walk. But that is it then, does that mean you should drive it, or you should boat it, or you should cycle it? You know, there's a lot of ways to come up with a solution to it. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, sir. Well, when you get to New Mexico, good luck.
I'm new to it and thought you might have some ideas. So.
I wish I knew more about that area, but we just haven't looked. It's a beautiful part of New Mexico. I can't say that about it.
If I find it, I'll call you and let you know.
Yeah, we'll come up and take pictures. With you. Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. So I'm looking at this. I am looking at this scrapbook. So first of all, what's interesting to me is it's all about Montana. Secondly, there's a picture of the center, Cody's Center for the West, which is where we were at in Wyoming. Then there's the picture of the cabin that we commented on last week in our. So I think Fenn is trying to tell me that I'm the lead searcher.
The hammer. What's that?
I don't know. Where's it?
At the bottom.
Where? Curator, and just we'll get back to
the board trustees meeting. I think. Let's see.
There's a small tunnel below the footing and slide the hammer. So he was burying
the hammer. So
some kind of hammer. There's a shelf in the hammer, horribly out of context. Okay. A few years later, when I was a trustee at the museum.
Did he talk about it further up? Because it's the hammer. Like we're supposed to know
many
what it
artifacts in the basement storage area. Well, there was a shelf, was a hammer, horribly out of context, forlorn looking and totally forgotten. To make matters worse, someone had affixed an ugly, sticky label to the hammer handle. I was sure that both the cabin and the hammer felt maltreated. So he
must have mentioned it earlier, or you're supposed to know about it already. Cause
sure enough, when the cabin was lifted, there was a claw hammer.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. So that's when it was lifted out of its original location. So somebody took that hammer, cataloged it, put it in the museum, and he thought it deserved to be back under that cabin. So, but we took a picture of that cabin. We know that cabin, you can't get too close to that desk now because there is a plexiglass wall between you and that desk. But there are two author's notes. So he said sometimes you just have to grab a misplaced tradition by the tail and rearrange it like it's supposed to. So the actual scrapbook ends there. Then he makes two author's notes. Quote, there is some reason to believe that the hammer was later retrieved and placed inside the cabin. I don't know. And, new quote, he doesn't end quote them. My treasure chest is not associated with any structure, and it has not been retrieved or moved since I first hit it. Translation, don't be going messing around this cabin.
It's in the middle of the courtyard in the museum. You have to be in the museum to get there, and security's going to stop you if you come in there with a shovel.
Well, I think so. I think he's helping my confirmation bias because he writes a scrapbook about where we were just a couple of weeks ago with pictures of what we talked about, huh?
Well, he's
and then
at
a
least
warning, and then
our show.
And then he says, "Hey, Tobe, that treasure is still out there." So, but don't go look in the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
You're in the wrong place, he says. Go back to New Mexico.
Go back to New Mexico.
That's what I said. That's what I saw.
So
that is what I saw there.
Maybe what he's saying is the Tobster, when he talks about Montana, is getting too close. I got to do something to send him back to New Mexico.
Get cold feet. He's getting cold feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you could read that 100 different ways.
No, when you're playing Playing that game where you got to find something and then say, oh, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer. Oh, you're getting cold, you're getting cold. Right?
Yeah.
If you're not finding it, you're cold.
Yeah.
Up there, it's cold. Cold feet. He doesn't like cold feet. You're cold.
So I'm cold.
Stay out of there. It's in New Mexico.
Wow, look at you. Confirmation by Shelley. Next thing you know, you'll be claiming not only magical treasure princes, but lead searcher magical treasure princes.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that you?
That's me.
Okay, phone lines
you
are
told
open. We
everybody my
probably have time for
secret.
one more call.
Told everybody my secret.
And then we'll talk about it. William Hada says, Fenn's trying to throw you off the Rio de los Pinos, leading you astray to Montana. He is, William, isn't he? He doesn't want me...
DeBear says it's in Colorado. I would like that, DeBear, because I like Colorado.
206, and Chester's in Colorado, scrapbooks 206 and 207. We actually like visiting Colorado. I'll tell you what. We drove through a whole bunch of Colorado on this last trip. It's a beautiful state.
Yep.
I mean, it is consistently beautiful. But the treasure's not there. Colorado does make sense.
In the summer. In the winter, it's covered in
the
snow.
winter, yeah. Like I said, I traveled we went through every one of the major passes in the mountains in Colorado. That route from where the hell did we come from that we were going to Florissant? Where did we start off of?
Lander?
No. We were in Colorado off of I-70, and we turned into Breckenridge.
Oh, Breckenridge.
Breckenridge.
It's a pretty little town.
It's State Road 9. Whew. Baby. They've got to close that road down in the winter. It was hard to drive in the summer. I can't imagine somebody driving that baby in the winter.
Very challenging road.
Very challenging road. Hey, you reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name, where you're calling from, and what's your observation on the hunt for Forrest Fenn's treasure?
Hey, Toby, this is Tony from Idaho again.
Hey, Tony, how are you doing? Did I thank you for the flies already? Have we had that conversation?
Yeah, you got them. I was just going to let Shelley know I put that package in the mail today, so you guys should get it. There's a real nice necklace and earrings. Does she hear stairs?
I do.
She does, yeah. Unfortunately, she can't wear the earrings with a headset.
Wear them during the show.
Neither can I. I can't wear my earrings.
But I do wear them otherwise.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what we'll do? I will save that box for her birthday, and we'll open it, and we'll call it a birthday present. We'll open it then. How's that?
It's coming up soon.
Great.
Yeah.
It's they're Australian opals.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a necklace and matching ear. It's pretty. It's
my
nice.
birthstone.
That's her birthstone. Did you know
Yay.
that? That's an October birthstone is the Australian opal. Well, an opal.
Yeah.
That worked out great.
How did you come by the Australian opals?
At that time, it was a hobby. I was ordering different gemstones online. There was a place out of Australia that was selling lots, and
I love that. Thank you.
This felt pretty good.
Did you make the this piece that you sent her?
No, I just ordered the caps, and then I'd order the settings and
oh, nice.
The chains. Put them in a box. They're not too bad.
No, it doesn't sound like too bad.
There's also a couple of others that are, and then I'd put a knife in there for Kevin.
Oh.
It's a pretty cool knife.
Well, thank you. He's going to appreciate that.
Kevin gets a knife?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a nice.
I'm sure Kevin will appreciate the receipt of a knife.
I had an idea to put out too on the
No. I'm just teasing. I'm happy with the set of flies that you sent. I've already started shooting them actually.
Yep.
I was going to say on page 146 of The Thrill of the Chase.
Yeah, I'm going to write this down because I don't have the book handy.
146.
Anyways, it's the last picture in the book. It's the one where all the trees are cut down.
Yeah. Oh, it's a graphic.
What's the chances of that being?
Picture?
What's the chance of getting the blaze? The blaze is like the last clue, and he put it in as the last picture. What's Isn't that just foresty?
Yeah, so you're not talking about a photograph. You're talking about a sketch, a graphic, right?
Yeah, it's a drawing.
Where all the trees are cut down and he's looking at the moon, I think.
Yeah.
You know what? We had a friend that believed that graphic was exactly what you suggested, that it was some indication of where you might find the blaze. And that person, has always looked for a cutting area, an area where trees had been cut that would lead him to the blaze. So there's people out there that agree with you.
That's at the end of my search. Anyways, and then if you look right along the edge of that picture, that drawing, that it's like they're in a perfect uniform. And there was another video that he did. It was like where he's cutting down lumber or whatever over on Hebden Lake.
Yeah.
And they're trying to tow these trees across. He refers to them as heavy loads. So, on mine, it was like, I found that part of, there's like a blaze trail of where they put up phone lines. And it just fits to me. I mean, I've been there.
Yeah.
I like Rick's Illinois Ghost. He's like talking, take a metal detector. I think that's all I was missing on trying to finish out looking where I was looking.
Yeah.
But that might be something that helps new guys out, bring a metal detector along because it changes enough to, even if it was sitting out, it might be buried now.
Right. Yeah. Well, we take a metal detector with us when we go, but we've never used it. We've just never gotten that far.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd let Shelley know. She's got her package on the way, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hope you like it.
Thanks.
Sure I will.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. And like I said, we'll save it for the birthday show and we'll open it then.
That'd be great.
All right, Tony, you have a good evening. Thanks for calling in. And thanks for the gifts. We appreciate it.
You betcha. You guys have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So, Clifford Langeneck, Gypsy's Kiss, haven't been on for a while, just looking at all the names of who's chatting, what happened to the lead searcher this spring, who was sure he was going to find it, don't remember his name. To the best of my knowledge, there is no name for the lead searcher because there is no lead searcher. People have claimed to be the lead searcher, but if I had claimed to be the lead searcher in the spring and I hadn't returned with the treasure, I wouldn't want my name put out there either.
Well, nobody's found it. I mean, Fenn just told us again today that nobody has found it yet. So, if you don't believe Forrest Fenn when he says nobody's found it, then why are you believing him about anything, including the treasure? So,
yeah.
I believe him. I don't believe it's been found either.
Steve Klein, Scrap Growth 2 million just came out. Well, like Forrest Fenn said, read the scrapbooks for entertainment. There was another question.
Lord Devout.
There was another question up here that I missed.
Love your show. Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, no lead searcher. Lead searchers don't exist. Wayne Ross, right, Shelley. Where did I see that?
Zoe is Spartacus.
Zoe, we are all Spartacus. Zoe. We are Spartacus.
We are George.
we are George. Where is George? We haven't heard George.
I don't know. George's not here tonight.
Okay.
Haven't seen aboard. 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 All aboard.
Aboard. They're aboard for this ride. Okay, phone lines are open for one more short call, and then we'll call it a night.
All right.
So Tony Rusi says, what's wrong with Yellowstone? No wonder Fenn doesn't line you. He probably meant like. So let's clear that up. It's not that Forrest Fenn doesn't like
It's wall-to-wall
me. Just that
people
we don't
in
agree on
Yellowstone
stuff.
Park.
And if you think the treasure
Are you talking
isn't-
West Yellowstone or Yellowstone National Park?
Yeah, if you're talking about Yellowstone National Park, no, I don't think it's
wall-to-wall
Yellowstone.
people there.
I think he would respect the park, and he would respect the fact that it's like Grand Central Station.
It is.
It's like hiding a treasure in Grand Central Station. Like
There's always people around.
Chinese.
And I mean,
I'm
you
telling
could-
you, if
could
it's in
go
Yellowstone Park,
get out of your car to go take a picture, and people from France stop you to take a picture with you. That's
exactly. If
many people
it's
are
in
there.
Yellowstone National Park, it will be found by a Chinese tourist who stepped off
Don't step off the path.
Don't step off. Who
You'll
stepped
get
off
yelled
the path
at by
and
the
is
French
taking
people.
a selfie and notices that there's a brown box in the selfie. That's how it'll be
We
found.
still
if it's
don't
in
know
Yellowstone.
whatever happened to Mayor Josh. We will have to figure that out.
You know
Thank
what?
you, Jan of
I will.
Minnesota.
You know what? I'm going to send him an email tonight.
My birthday is October 10th, so we're going to have a birthday show, apparently. Are we going to do it on the 9th or the 11th? Because the 10th is a Thursday.
Let's do it on Friday. That's more fun. Fridays are
Friday the 11th?
yeah. Friday's a fun day.
So we're going to
Okay,
celebrate
I will
on
send
Friday
an
the
email
11th?
to Mayor Josh tonight and ask him what's up, my brother.
You better write that down or you'll forget again.
I put it right there.
Okay.
Mayor Josh. See?
What was Toby going to comment about on the poem that he noticed last week?
Okay, so I'm going to make a video on it, but it's going to be the first video on our new Patreon account. But I will tell you what I thought was interesting, and you'll have to watch the video on the Patreon account to figure out why I thought it was interesting. What I thought was interesting is Forrest refers to this object that he's hidden 5 different times, and he never calls it by the same thing twice, right? He uses 5 different words to describe the object that he hid. Take that and look at the rest of the poem.
Take that.
Take that in that context. That's what I thought was. Damn, my brother Odin.
All right.
In euros, no less.
Or 20 euros?
A bottle of Irish whiskey
For the birthday celebrations.
Aw.
You know what?
He's always buying me drinks. He's such a nice guy.
I will do that. I will get that bottle of Irish whiskey. What do you
From
recommend?
From one, you have whiskey.
Well, we're going to buy another one. We just got $20 to buy another one.
All right. Whiskey sours all around.
Odin gets a checkbox.
Yay.
Okay, so no more lead searcher talk. I don't want to talk about that thing that doesn't exist. Whoa. What? Wait, hold on.
Answer the phone.
I can't. What happened?
What happened?
It
they
was a
must
call
have
and a
hung
hang
up.
up. Missed call. Shall we call him back?
Pandora Spocks. That's an interesting name.
Pandora's
You guys think
Spock.
Forrest Fenn is signaling when and where to go?
With Pandora's box?
If he is, we don't understand it.
Well, yeah.
We don't know.
Long way to Tipperary. My birthday is next week. Yay,
Woohoo.
you, because we're sending you a bear.
And you get a bear
You get a beal.
for your birthday.
for
a
your
birthday bear.
From the Gypsy's Kiss, the folks at a Gypsy's Kiss. Hey, you reached Toby and Shelley from a Gypsy's Kiss. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And
Hello.
Hello.
hi there. Who's this?
I'm here.
Yeah, we're
Who
here.
is it?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
How you doing?
Oh.
I'm trying to get the speaker. I can't. This is Will. You know the deal.
Oh, Will, I
Hi,
do know the
Shelley.
deal. How
Hi,
are you doing? How are you,
I'm
brother?
good. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
I'm good, man. I want to go fishing, man. You know what I'm saying? I like fly fishing, trout. 'Cause especially, what's the trout that they have when it's in the red, in the middle of the 2 different types of trout, rainbow,
Right.
and they have a wild trout.
It's a cutthroat.
It's red in the center.
Yeah.
like salmon.
Cutthroat.
Castro.
Cutthroat trout.
I love you too. I will talk to you guys later. And the world, peace out.
Hey, let's do some
coming to get
fishing.
that.
Yeah, when you come to get the treasure, let's go fishing. Here.
Okay, that'll be at the same time. I'll talk to you in a minute. Love you too. See you
All
soon.
right. Good night, Will. Thanks.
Bye.
That's Will from Arizona.
How cute is that?
Thank you for the birthday wishes.
We're celebrating on the 11th. Birthday wishes.
Yes, we're gonna have a party
And okay, I'm gonna
with
whiskeys.
whiskey that we buy with Odin's.
Super
Super Chat.
Super chat.
That's right. So, whiskey sours. It's one of my faves.
So I'm gonna be making whiskey sours all night.
all night. Probably
Well,
just have
one,
one.
yeah,
You know
okay,
me.
yeah.
One's enough.
She gets.
But Kevin can drive that night because he'll be off on Thursday, Fridays then,
Oh, good. So
Yeah.
he can come and he can drop you off and come and get you,
or just hang out.
and we can give him his
He
knife
could hang
that
out. Yeah.
Tony gave him.
You know, actually, I told him about that today,
Yeah.
and he kind of got embarrassed. And he's like, he doesn't need to give me anything. Tell him don't know.
That's
I
too
don't."
late. I'll
Because
have to,
he was raised,
I'll have to handle
as
it
you
from-
were,
Yeah.
apparently, that you don't get a gift without giving a
Giving a
gift.
return,
You
and we
just
do.
like, there's reciprocity there. And he
Tony's-
was like, no, I don't need anything.
Tony Russi says, "Happy birthday, magical treasure princess."
Yay!
Yay. All right. Phone lines are off. We got, okay, so let's do with announcements. We'll be on the marathon. That's on Cal Lazar's channel tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Treasure time.
During that time,
I would wear my crown. Oh, no, probably not with the headset.
just get some of those kitten ears like
I should just put sparkles on this. That would be like a crown then, right? Ta-da!
not on my $200 headset, you're not.
It's mine. It's mine.
We're giving this away. Coin number 32.
It's in this
in order
room.
to
It
qualify.
belongs to me.
Yeah, good point. We're giving away coin number 32 on the marathon tomorrow night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Make sure you
do
make
not
a
have to be
comment
present
on
to win.
Wednesdays.
In order to win,
Video.
you have to make a comment on last Wednesday's video for the
25th.
Hump Day Hoedown, the 25th. Long way, I will ship your Beal out tomorrow. And then next Wednesday, you'll have a choice of whoever wins next Wednesday. And we're using, that's the nice thing about making a comment this last Wednesday, because you qualify. You also not only qualify for the
Two
coin,
drawings.
you qualify for the drawing on next Wednesday.
But if you win this, and then you win again, we're going to redraw on the second one because we like to spread the love.
Or spread the love. So what Shelley is saying is you can only win one of the two prizes.
Yeah.
You can't win them both. We want to spread the
Spread the love.
We want to spread the bear spray.
Yeah.
So that one next Wednesday is for a choice of a coin or a bear spray. We still, as of this time, we still have 2 coins left. So we have lots to give away here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Okay.
We
Say
love
hello
y'all.
to my little friend.
Don't make whiskey sour. Drink it neat. Yummy.
That's how I drink it, isn't it? Actually, that's not true. I do drink it on the rocks.
If I drink it
And I
straight,
if she drinks
I
it
would
straight-
be asleep before the show is
she
over.
won't make it till 7:30.
So what's up?
So we said
Do
that.
I have any other announcements?
Yes, on Tuesday at 1 p.m. we will release a video explaining our new Patreon page
It's going to be so exciting.
and what
You guys
impact
are
that's going to
just
have.
go,
what impact is going to have on our Wednesday and Friday night shows, because it will have an impact. And we think you're going to like it because we're going to be doing some more content on our Patreon page. So
Awesome.
plus there's all kinds of things happening.
Did
So
you and Kevin find a good retirement place? Oh, we're still looking, Hooli. We're still looking. We're going to be vacationing every year from now until retirement, and every vacation we'll be looking.
Yep.
So he suggested Gunnison, Colorado, and I read on Wikipedia that Gunnison, Colorado is the coldest place in Colorado. And I was like, I don't know about that. But we're going to look.
Okay, so I think that's all the way in the mountain, since we can talk tomorrow night. So beyond tomorrow night, because we'll, as usual, we'll open up the phone line. So if you want to call and ask questions, and let's do content tomorrow night, because it's Christy and Mike. They do content. So no entertainment tomorrow night, just content.
You do content, I'll do entertainment.
Okay, that's good. I agree to that.
I'll sing.
Dance.
Friday, Fenndango, Friday. Friday, Fenndango, Friday. Friday, Fenndango, Friday. Friday, Fenndango, Friday.
And magical.
Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight, for all your great comments, and super chat. We love it, and we love you, and we're so happy to be here with you. And we will be here with you again tomorrow night. Don't forget. And for Gypsy Kiss, Friday Fenndango, I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Eunice. Thanks for joining us tonight. We had a great time. We hope you had as much fun as we did. We like doing this, and like the Magical Treasure Princess said, we will be on from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock tomorrow night on the marathon and coin giveaway. Be there or be square. All right? We love you.